Alright. Let's hope everything's working this time, because last time I did this, we had quite a few issues. But I'm sure someone will let me know. Anyways.
The weak fear the shadows.
We've begun.
Fear.
Here we are, final playoff match of this week. We got League of Legends up here, up against Mary Washington.
Well, now I'm just mad.
Haven't seen this team before, at least not the league. At least not this League of Legends team. I believe we've seen them elsewhere, but I'm suspecting this to be a very good matchup here. Yes, they did. They did it. They did indeed target you, Daquan. Now I did say earlier that this matchup was going to be interesting, and as you can see, there is a Malzahar on the other team. If you do not know me, I have just about 150,000 mastery on Malzahar, so I am very ready to see how this guy is going to play Malzahar, especially into Orianna. That's a decent. It's kind of like a half and half matchup. Like either person can win that. It's not too heavy in either person's favor. I'm very ready to see how they're going to play this. But looking at the other matchups, we got Zeri, Rel into Lucian and Braum. And you got Isaac and Zeri. As long as Isaac gets Zeri, he's gonna be able to put in a decent shift. Yeah, Chris, you and me usually plays either Rel or Yumi, and it's been working out really well for him so far. I'd expect that to go pretty well. His bot lane though has kind of been on and off throughout the season. Sometimes you'll get them in focus, completely set in stone, ready to go. And other games, they'll run the same comp and they'll just get shit on. It's like, happens both ways, but I hope they're able to show up. Alrighty. Chat is on. Just for you, El Presidente. And let's see what we got going on here.
Welcome to Sinner's Rift.
Seems Mary Washington's gonna go a little bit of a yeah, definitely going for an invade here. Invading, but they aren't gonna catch him. He's already up top side. They're gonna get his red buff. At least they might choose to start on his red buff here. Orianna missed it, so they could. That's gonna be that's that's a smart decision there. Completely get out of the way. But yeah, they're gonna get deep ward on the red buff. Daquan's gonna get a ward of his own onto onto UMW's UMW Washington, yeah, onto UMW's Raptors. But we will begin here. Minions coming in, all the waves. Let's get this party rocking. UMW going in for an early engage here on the bot side. Not going to pan out, but they will get some early chunk damage here onto USM here. Renekton gonna do the same, but Gwen's not having any of it. And unfortunately for the directed camera, probably not going to see a hole in the mid lane. I might just have to manually queue over to it. But if if Malzahar's playing the way that he should be playing, then that lane's going to be a heavily farmed lane, and probably not going to see a whole direct kills out of it. But I mean, you never know. Malzahar could go crazy. Orianna could do the same. You never know. Depends on whether they're going to be a little bit aggressive or not. But if I know most Malzahar players, we are not aggressive at all. But there's Gwen. Gwen's going to force a flash at her neck, and that's a decent exchange up there for her in the top lane. Forcing the flash out early on to Renekton. Already a bit of an unfavorable matchup for Renekton, and he's going to be losing on top, a lot of that on top of that. He's going to buy boots early. Hope for an early exchange off the boots. Maybe get some extra gold off of it. That's about all he can do currently. See, both junglers converge in the bot lane. UMW is going to get to Wukong first. And Wukong's going to go down. USM's bot lane's going to get out of there real quick. They're going to stun on Zeri. She's going to hop over the wall, get out of there, and Rel's tanky enough to get away from everything else. That's really good there by USM to avoid any more kills for UMW there. It's a little bit unfortunate that Wukong got caught out there, but he did get Crab, which is probably all he wanted. He'll probably live to see another day. Won't be too mad with that. Gwen doing some more decent damage here on the Renekton. He's caught up a little bit in farm, but gotta stay quite far away here. Doesn't want Gwen to jump in on him, especially when he's whatever that full bar at the bottom is. Whenever that's full. I know on Lucian that's when he counts to 4. Probably similar. Here comes Sejuani. This could get Renekton an early kill, but Gwen's just gonna take her solo kill anyways, and she could potentially get away, maybe. And it does look like Gwen does get away. And in all the chaos, Rel's gonna get a kill. Pretty much a solo kill. Braum flashes. I believe that's his Q, misses the Q, and that's going to net Zeri another kill, and that's going to be a lane wipe for USM early in the bot lane. And USM will swiftly exit with their newfound gold. Hopefully with a little bit more of an edge over UMW in that bot lane now. Now you're seeing already Braum, the nature of Braum and Rel really are that they're tank supports. They're both going to be tank supports. You can't really hurt them unless you got the entire team. You just saw that there with Zeri. Tried to take some chunk damage at him, didn't do a damn thing. But here comes UMW trying to converge on Zeri. Zeri's going to be able to get out of there. Rel's going to take the brunt of the damage, and this is going to be quite an even exchange here between the two bot lanes. But now USM's got to be careful. If UMW jump in like that again, one of them or both of them could be dead. I'm gonna make sure none of them jump in, or that Sejuani doesn't jump in here. She's ready to attack. Flashes over the wall. She's going to tower dive. UMW is going to claim Zeri, and they are also going to claim Rel. Braum is able to get out of tower range. And that is going to be a team wipe, not team wipe, but lane wipe on the other side, this time of UMW. And because of the gank, Sejuani and the rest of UMW's bot lane is going to claim first dragon of the game. It's unlikely that Wukong or USM's bot lane goes up there, and I stand corrected. No, I don't stand corrected. I am correct. Renekton's gonna flash in here. That's gonna be a trade. There we go. I couldn't find the word. Trade there for Renekton in the top lane. Was able to stun Gwen under turret just before he died, and that's going to get him his first kill of the game. And USM's gotta be careful here. Zeri's gonna ult, but Malzahar is on an incredible gank here. He's gonna rotate all the way down for mid lane. That's now gonna be four members of UMW in the bot lane. Malzahar is gonna get his first assist. That's gonna net Lucian his fourth kill, and it seems like UMW's bot lane wants to run away here. Wukong's gonna get down here. He's on the rotate. Is he able? He is able to get Lucian. With Rel here, they might have enough damage to get Braum as well, and they do. Rel takes the kill, and that's gonna be at least something they can go home with. Rel apologizes to Dagon after getting the kill steal. Turret plating and everything. They're gonna be a little bit careful here. Lucian's got a little bit over them right now. And he's gonna show that. Gets the kill over Zeri. Gets the kill over Rel, and Wukong's smart not to move in. This could be the end of laning phase for the bot lane, at least. Lucian is just going to take carry that through the rest of the game. So USM's bot lane's going to have to find some other way to get back into that. Wukong's gonna come in here for another gank. He's gonna jump in. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but Lucian does. Lucian's gonna get his 7th kill of the game. Now his 8th kill of the game. And can Rel find the kill? Rel is able to get the shutdown. And now it's just a battle of supports here in the bot lane. It seems like if they continue fighting, it would be Rel, but I assumed correctly, Braum is just gonna back off. And you see Malzahar and Sejuani up getting what I believe is still Grubs. Yeah, it's Grubs here for UMW. UMW doing a decent job here at map control here. They've gotten both the first dragon and looks to be all 3 of the first Grubs. Wukong's gonna try and make a statement here. Gonna try and steal one that wasn't able to get out of it, and Lucian is just there for cleanup. He's gonna get his 9th kill of the game. He's completely running away with us right now. And right off of his 9th kill in the game, Lucian and Malzahar are going to try for an absolutely insane gank here on bot lane. Fortunately, they weren't able to... Fortunately for us, they were not able to capitalize off of it. USM was able to realize that they were overextended it and backed off. But that could have been another 2 kills for Lucian right there. I mean, he is absolutely running away with this game right now. He is legitimately 90% of UMW's kills right now. Infernal Drake is up, and it looks like UMW didn't want to get to it very quickly here. Sejuani and the rest of the bot lane are already there. Wukong wants to try and get something done. He might jump over the wall here. Brahm's gonna jump in. No, Brahm didn't jump in. Brahm's on the other team. All right, never mind. But in other words, UMW do secure their 2nd dragon of the game. The USM definitely gonna want to secure this next one if they want to stay in this mid. If they want to stay in this mid game. Seemingly right now, UMW is completely running away with it right now. Wukong gonna flash over the wall. He's gonna get the kill on the Renekton. Heads up play by Wukong. Very nice there. It's like Gwen's gonna be able to take, I believe that's first turret. Yeah, that is first turret off of that. That's gonna be decent enough. Malzahar and Sejuani trying to set something up here in the mid lane. Malzahar's gonna flash ult. Sejuani's gonna get in. Oriana's forced to flash. Double stun here from Sejuani. And Oriana doing some decent damage. Wukong's gonna jump in here, get the Malzahar. Sejuani gets the Oriana. No, Malzahar finishes off the Oriana. I believe that's with a dot. And Wukong and Sejuani battle it out. Sejuani is able to get away though. But I mean, that's the power there of Malzahar. I mean, I expected to see it. I did see it. His flash ult is one of his best combos if he uses it correctly, especially if he's got someone else with another stun. And I mean, UMW just need perfect execution there. Sejuani waited for her stun to go off, or waited for Malzahar's stun to go off, then used her stun. Oriana couldn't do much else there. She did do some good damage though. Was able to get the kill on Malzahar. Did what she had to do. I'm gonna see the bot lane for UMW go up to mid lane. I'm assuming you're gonna see USM's bot lane do the same shortly. Probably gonna see Oriana take the blue buff and head down the bot lane, or maybe head up the top lane because Malzahar. That's where Malzahar is currently. We've seen Renekton swap down to the bot lane. Actually, this is a complete swap of roles. You're gonna see Malzahar in the top lane right now. UMW's bot lane is mid, and Renekton is now bottom. Gwen has followed. And I believe Oriana is going to follow Malzahar, and that's going to just be a complete swap. Everyone's going to follow each other. When doing massive damage. She's gonna take 2 tower shots, but it doesn't even matter. Gonna get her 3rd kill. I believe that's, yeah, 3rd kill of the game, 2nd on Renekton, 2nd solo kill, and she has definitely won that laning phase. No surprise. I believe that's Rel's ult. No, it's not. I don't know ultimates. Alright, here we go. 3-man mid for both teams. Both the bot lanes and the jungles. Sejuani's gonna flash in on Zeri and Rel. Zeri is forced to flash. Wukong's nearby. He's gonna ult in. He's getting a lot of damage on Braum. Braum goes down. Sejuani goes down. Renekton gets the shutdown. Renekton's low health though. Can he? Yeah. I mean, with Lucian there, you can't do much else. I mean, you kind of had to get rid of Sejuani. Probably also had to get rid of Lucian, but you weren't able to do it. You got rid of Braum instead. And here comes Lucian. Malzahar able to get the kill, but Lucian doing a lot of that chunk damage here. Lucian's gonna easily become a problem. If he isn't already. I mean, yeah, this is gonna be rough. So they're gonna have to find something for this Lucian here, because he is a massive problem right now for USM. USM here trying to contend for this mountain dragon here, but you have all 5 members of UMW here ready for it. Wukong's gonna try and jump in and steal this. Is he gonna be able to do it? He does get the dragon steal. That's wonderful there for USM. Renekton's gonna take him down though, and it's an absolute bloodbath right now. Gwen gets a kill on the Braum. Gwen gets another kill on the Sejuani. She's gonna get another kill. No, Orianna's gonna get that kill. And now it's just all hell is broken loose. Lucian and Malzahar are the only survivors for UMW, but that was a massive team fight there. Wonderful job there by Wukong to jump over the wall, get that dragon steal, and that has gotten USM some momentum. Let's see what they can do with it. Unfortunately, wasn't able to kill the Lucian. I mean, that was the ultimate prize there, but 3 out of the 5 and the dragon, I think that's a pretty good compromise. Atacon has spawned. It is bot lane, which doesn't surprise anyone at all. It seems UMW is gonna want to take control of this. They're trying to secure something, but USM's gonna fight for it. Gonna make their presence known. It looks like they're gonna head up here to... Alright. It seems UMW is gonna want it. They're gonna collapse in this top tower. Oh my god, Gwen might be dead. All 5 members of UMW absolutely collapse on this top tower. Malzahar is gonna ult Gwen just to make sure that she dies. And now they're just gonna... UMW is gonna follow up going down mid. I don't think they needed 5. But that is going to open up Atacon for USM. Renekton has teleported in, and that's going to be close here. UMW is going to get here just in the nick of time. Can USM get it? No, they cannot. UMW stole Atacon. And now it's just cleanup crew. Can USM clean anything up? Orianna's able to get 1. Orianna's able to get 2. And 3 go down for UMW, but they do have Adicon off of it. I can't remember which Adicon that was. I don't think it's, yeah, it's not the lower depth, lowered kill one. I think it's just the raw stats. But unfortunate for USM, they had it all thought out. I'm sure that was quite a drawn up play there from UMW. It was a nice play for them.
I know what makes them tick.
There's no use running.
Sejuani gonna find a picker here on the Oriana. And it looks like UMW is gonna want to go for Baron here. Nice little skirmish here from Malzahar and Gwen. No one's gonna come on top of that one, but UMW is able to secure Rift Herald off of this off of the kill on Oriana. And now, quite obviously, they're going to path towards their 3rd dragon of the game. USM going to try and do everything they can to maybe try and steal it again. Wukong is here with Rel. This is just looking like an unfortunate situation here for USM. Weren't able to get the 2nd steal. They're able to find the kill on Lucian there. That's a decent shutdown. But now Zeri's gonna be. Oh my word! That's a triple kill for Zeri. That's a quad. I stand corrected. That's a quad kill for Zeri. Oh my god! Now that is something that will get you back in a game. Wow. I mean, it was perfect timing. You found that everyone in UMW that was left alive, all 3 of them were low health. I believe that was all below 1,000 or like 100, 1,500. Zeri just jumps in, ults, and is able to get the kill on all 3 of them almost at the same time. I mean, that's just a heads-up play there for Zeri. Can't really say much else against that. Just not really good play there for Zeri. That's going to push her back into this late game. But USM still do. I got to be careful. They could get team wiped here. They gotta be careful. They got a really strong team fight if everyone is able to stay alive. And actually, probably if they're able to get a pick on Malzahar, really. Malzahar and Lucian are their big threats here. Renekton gonna try and jump onto Gwen here. Malzahar's gonna follow up behind him, and Gwen's gonna swiftly get away. Wukong gonna try and jump into 1v9 here. He's doing a pretty decent job. He's lost some pretty health. That's his ult here coming out from Zeri. Zeri's gonna get Sejuani. Gwen's gonna get Malzahar. Now it's just Renekton and Lucian. Lucian at less than 1,000 health. Zeri's gonna try and chase after them. Rel's chasing after Renekton. And this could be game here. This could be game. USM could just end. Lucian full health gonna try and jump in here. And this is definitely game. Wow, what a turnaround here for USM. They're gonna be able to take game 1. Wow. All right. Well, we will be back with game 2 very shortly. What a win here for USM in game 1.
Just something from
Alrighty. I think we are back for game 2.
The weak fear the shadows.
Now, this is going to be anything like game 1.
I do not
This is going to be
cowardice.
very, very, very close. Right up until like the last 2 minutes.
angry.
Never look
But
back.
every game's a blank slate. You never know what can happen. What are we going to see here? We're going to see Shin Jax. Okay. I'm ready to see this. Jax top lane. Jax in any lane is very strong if he's able to get into it. But we will see. I believe that's a different jungle for UMW. I think that was cleared. They should be fine. But that being said, I am interested to see how they do. They're gonna go Zac for this game. We're gonna see Hui Lux. Didn't like the Malzahar pick apparently. I would have gone with it again.
Tyrant.
No Aurelia. I mean, they've already chosen top lane, but
Just don't fight.
as far as I know, they do bans from third party, so they're just copying the bans over and matching their picks. We're gonna see Yumi, but we're not gonna see Yumi on USM. We're gonna see Yumi on UMW. It's gonna be Tristana Yumi and then Zeri the repeat of last game. Now, I can only hope that Zeri and Rel don't get off to the start that they had last match. With the Yumi on the other side, it's gonna be difficult because Yumi just inflates the other ADC by quite a bit. No matter what kind of ADC you got, you could have Thresh there as ADC, and Yumi Thresh would still be quite a decent. It'd be a decent enough. But it's going to be pretty interesting down there. I'm hoping that they are able to get off to a decent start rather than having the opposing ADC go 9-3 to start off. But that was kind of unfortunate for them. Can't give them too much knock. But you also got Hui Lux. I mean, Hui is still new to me. I don't know a damn thing about Hui. He can pretty much be anything, anything at any time, pretty much anywhere on the map. I don't really understand him still, but I mean, I'm bronze. I'm not really supposed to understand a whole lot of things, anyways. So, and we are getting right into the meat and potato of this whole thing right here. We're gonna see swap on the sides. I don't think I mentioned it last game, but this time USM is gonna be on the red side. UMW is gonna take blue.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Fissy, fissy, fiss. Ooh.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Doesn't look like we're gonna see an invade here from UMW. But that said 57. Alright. Alright, Isaac. We get it. You play Zeri. Vi looking to get an early ward on blue buff. She's able to do that.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like both junglers gonna start top side. Vi gonna start red, Jack's gonna start on blue. Now here we're seeing a lot more mid lane. I suspect that's because Malzahar isn't in the game, but you can see a lot more, probably a little bit more aggressiveness here from Hui here in the mid lane. That is now that he's not playing Malzahar, he's going to have a lot more mobility to work with. Zeri gonna try and get some chip damage in here. Isn't able to get much, but I mean that's all it is currently. Just waiting for someone to commit to an all-in here. Haven't seen it yet. It might be top lane here. They go for so many skirmishes. It could just boil down to one bad skirmish. That's usually what top lane boils down to. One bad skirmish, and that whoever wins is able to snowball on top of it. Zach's gonna jump in here. You have a three-man bot for both teams. Vi's gonna come in, gonna knock down Zach's passive. Zeri's gonna be a little bit careful. She's low health. They're gonna have to take care of Tristana, and they are able to finish off Zach. Tristana is forced to flash, and this is already a better start here for Zeri and USM's bot lane. Doing well there to take down Zach's passive, then to finish him off. Vi with the assist, as well as Rel. That was a nice exchange there for USM early on. Jax has got to be careful here. He's a low mana and Zach's coming in on him. Zach's jumped in, and Zach's able to get the kill. A little bit too overextended there. Lux has got to be careful here. Well, he does quite a lot of poke damage. I mean, Lux is the queen of poke damage with her E, but Hui seems to be zoning her out right now. Vi just giving Hui a little bit of a scare here. Charging up and just hopping over the wall instead of hopping onto Hui. Lux probably not far off of her ult, but Vi's gonna take over the lane while she's gone, because she did not take teleport. She took barrier. I'm assuming that was for Hui for some reason. Like I said, I'm not experienced in Hui at all, but I would usually be taking teleport. Now Zach is here, close down to the bot lane. They've got to be a little bit careful here. He's gonna jump in. UMW doing a great job to neutralize the threat here. Rel's got to get away. She's pretty tanky, but she's not tanky enough. UMW is gonna finish them off. They're gonna get 2 kills here in the bot lane. Quite able to dodge the Lux stun. That was a decent dodge. But we've got UMW yet again taking the first dragon of this game. No contest. No contest. No contest. You see Shen doing a much better job this game compared to last. Renekton's not bad, but I mean Renekton into Gwen just you're not gonna do good with that. That was just a bad matchup right from the start. Doing a lot better this time around. A lot more even. But he's still gonna be worried about Jax. If Jax is able to get something started, that's gonna be a big threat. Zeri's gonna hop over the wall. Rel's gonna do what she can to try and chunk damage Tristana down, but Tristana's gonna just jump after Zeri, and that's gonna be Tristana's second kill. Yumi's gonna pop ult. Tristana's gonna jump in. She's gonna get her 3rd kill of the game, and that's another lane wipe there for Tristana. Probably a little bit overextended there for USM. In the bot lane. It seems like a little bit of a common theme here. It's USM finding themselves overextended and getting ganked or just getting outmaneuvered. Probably something they should look into. Jack's trying to get something started here in the top lane, but Shen's not having any of it. Seems like he's gonna go full tank Shen. He's got 2 belts. Or at least a tank version of Shen. I'm not too sure about his build. But right now that seems to be working against Jax. Shen's gonna be able to get Jax low health. Shen's gonna flash, but Jax is able to get out of that, and he's able to keep his flash intact. Probably, once again, a little bit overzealous there for Jax. Seems like a very common theme between the teams that everyone's a little bit antsy here. Probably need to calm it down a little bit, play a little bit slower. They can beat this team without having to go all in every 2 minutes. USM's bot lane just taking a chill pill here. They've got Vi sitting in a bush, waiting for UMW to make a move. Uncovered. Or not uncovered, but Vi completely hidden so far. Zac is here, so you see both junglers down in the bot lane, and neither of the teams know that they're there. Now both junglers are gonna hop in. Zac's gonna ult in, and this could be pretty dangerous. Vi trying to get out of there. Both Rel and Zeri were low health, and Zac's just gonna jump in, get the double kill, and that's gonna be easy cleanup there for Zac. I mean, what a read there for UMW. I mean, Zach, we had no idea, absolutely no idea Vi was down there. Vi flashes in, and then Zach's able to jump over the wall, get the ult down, and get Tristana and Yumi those kills. I mean, it's just unfortunate timing after unfortunate timing here in this game so far. But I mean, like I said, if it's anything like last game, this is exactly how it started last game. UMW seemed to be running away with it. But you saw last game where it was probably minorly spread out between just Lucian, and that was about it. Lucian and nobody else. This game it's spread out between a lot of people, and now this is gonna get a lot worse here. Rel forced to flash back under turret, and now UMW making a statement, proving that they can be more than just their ADC player. Jack gotta be careful here, but you're gonna see Lux meet Zach here. Gonna try and steal one of these grubs, or maybe kill Zach. Not able to do so, but Zach is gonna look to get out of here. He's gonna be able to hop on the Jax, and it doesn't look like Jax is gonna be able to get away. He's gonna be stunned. Maybe he gets away. Oh my God! Does Jax gets away from that? Holy shit! Wow! Huge play there from Zach. Unfortunately, Vi's gonna go down, and now it's just gonna be 2v1, and UMW is gonna choose to back that off. All right, that was a massive play by Jax there. I'm completely and utterly surprised that he was able to get out of that.
Let's do this for real.
Hui doing a lot of chip damage here for Lux. And Hui's gonna get the kill, oh my word. Just complete poke damage there. That's all that was. I was like, UMW seem to be, once again, seem to be absolutely running away with this right now. You see a skirmish here in the bot lane. Zach's gonna jump in from seemingly the unknown, and he's gonna net UMW another 2 kills here in the bot lane.
Blue team double kill.
I'm here. What's up? Here, Inferno!
I was like, Lux able to do massive damage with that Hui, but unfortunately she's gonna do that twice to think about killing him. Tristana's gonna try and jump over that wall. Yumi tried to land her Q, but wasn't able to happen. And it seems like Tank Shen is just outright beating Jax right now. Maybe I stand corrected. Yeah, it looks like I stand corrected. Alright. Jack's not able to do a whole lot right now. Vi trying to sneak away here with Rift Herald isn't able to do that, and she's just gonna leash it off to UMW right now. I mean, it's just unfortunate break after break. And yet again, unfortunate there for Lux. Tried to get the steal with her ult, wasn't able to find it. Jax is gonna go down, he's gonna try and stop it, Vi's gonna do the same. And Lux is able to get away, but this is just a massacre here by UMW. They're beating USM with all fronts of the game right now. I mean,
Fully charged. Got a fly.
we're still seeing Jax try to 1v1 the Shen here. Probably gonna see it happen quite a few more times, but UMW has other plans. They're gonna try and group up here mid, push USM back far enough so that they can go the dragon, and that's exactly what they're gonna do here. Looking for their third dragon to this game, and it doesn't look like USM is gonna be able to contest this one. And unfortunately for USM, they do not. UMW is going to grab their third dragon of the game. And we finally see the 1v1. Shen comes out on top. Vi gonna try and say something about this to Shen, but that's only a slap on the neck. Tristana jumping in completely bursts out Vi entirely, just almost all in one shot. Half health again. For her 10th kill of the game. And you've got 4 out of the 5 members of UMW going completely deathless right now. There's another kill for UMW there. Here's gonna be Zach's 5th. And I'm gonna be honest, if forfeiting in a match game was actually like doable, like not legally, but you know what I mean by legally, I wouldn't be surprised if USM did it, but they don't. It's out of respect, you're gonna play it out. But this isn't looking good here. Jax is finally able to get rid of that top tower, but it cost him his life twice. UMW is UMW is gonna keep piling on all the buffs, going after Atacon here. Now I believe this is the Atacon where you don't get punished for dying. Yeah, this is the. So I believe if you die or if you get killed, then your opponent gains significantly less gold, and you don't have nearly as significant enough of a death timer as you normally would. So it basically kind of encourages you to fight. I don't think it gives you any straight buffs. I could be wrong. And yeah, encourage you to fight. It does. Yeah, UMW is gonna completely barrel it down mid here. Playing Jackson at 1v1 in the top lane. Is Jackson gonna be able to get the kill? I forgot, yeah, Jax does get the kill, but Atacon's gonna negate that almost entirely. I mean, if they wanted to, UMW could go in here. They've still got Voracious Atacon. All that's gonna do is set them back at spawn immediately, so. If they wanted to go in here, they could, but they could just be saving it here for Dragon. That's actually pretty smart. Not sure how long the buff lasts. I think it's about 4 minutes. So they could be saving it here for the Dragon fight. Maybe don't want to push it into the base too far, just in case they do get team wiped. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. They have a few people picked off right now. Zeri's gonna be picked off. Rel's gonna be picked off. Oh, Rel does go down. And somehow Tristana was able to get out of that. Tristana had like maybe a few hundred health. That's unfortunate. I mean, you can't really say anything else. This is gonna be UMW's soul here, and I'm kind of surprised that UMW hasn't just tried to barrel it down mid here. If they get a decent team fight, they probably just win it. We're gonna be honest.
Fully charged.
We're gonna see UMW going after Baron here. It's a smart play. They have quite a bit of an advantage. And I mean, USM's gonna try, but they weren't able to get there in time. UMW is just gonna get Baron for free almost. Yeah, actually, yeah, entirely for free. And I would not be surprised if a team wipe happens here. If they team wipe, they've got a decent shot at ending the game. Yes, Daquan, you are very correct there. You are entirely getting screwed. Now, do they just end it? I'd be surprised if they don't. Down goes Vi. Down goes Jax. That's an ace. And yeah, they are gonna end it here. And we are gonna see a game 3 We will see a game 3. We will be back with that shortly, but USM Fall Game 2, we're going to bring it 1-1. Alright.
Cowardice.
I believe we are back.
The weak fear the shadows.
My apologies
Fear
for the break in
controls
stream,
never look back.
but we are back. This is game 3 of the best of 3 series. Final game for the night. That's all for our sakes. It isn't too long, but
Well,
we've seen some good games so far. We saw game 1.
The ball is in.
USM was down a little bit early, but they were able to take charge, take it back with one steal of a dragon almost. From then on, it was all USM's game. Then we move on to game 2, where UMW just completely ran away with it from the starting gun. Ran away with it and didn't ever look back. Completely stole that one. So, interested to see what we're gonna see here in game 3. Greasy loves LeBron. I think a lot of people like LeBron.
So I don't.
Honestly, I kind of want to see him. I want to see LeBron at ADC.
Just don't fight.
I want to see how he would do there. I think he's a good team player. I think he could fit well at ADC.
Arts
Make him a
can shed
champion, Riot.
light
You know what to
on
do.
our fears.
Oh, we've got champ selects already. All right, what we're gonna see here? We're gonna see Ambessa and the Mordekaiser. Yeah, I mean, I see where you're coming from. I mean, you do kind of see LeBron kind of everywhere. Me personally, though, I kind of see him. I see him in more, definitely in more of a leader role. So, probably most likely either a jungle or just straight out ADC, smacking it out, getting 45 a game every single night, or he's more of a team player, getting like 20, 15 and 10 in jungle. It's like he can really go anywhere. You can put him anywhere. Make him a champion. You could make him a champion, is make him viable in any lane. Doesn't matter what, any lane. And it does look like we are ready. Objective timer's on. Chat is on. We will get to see everything. And let's have a good game 3.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Doesn't look like we're going to see any invades here from either team. Looks like they've gone back to their positions on map 1. USM is going to be blue side and UMW is going to be red side. Ooh, this could be here. Ooh, Ziggs forced to flash. Thresh's hook would have hit. Honestly, it might not have done a whole lot. It's level 1. But yeah, they are able to force Ziggs to flash there. So you might see a little bit more of an aggressive play here from Mel. Could also see a gank early on here from Diana. Another attempted hook here. I suspect there's going to be a lot of these hooks here.
I have the best aim in the spirit realm.
Not seeing a whole lot here just yet. Tristana's gonna jump in. Thresh hits a hook. But with Yumi on his side, Smolder's not going to take much damage. He is gonna do quite a bit of damage to Thresh though. Tristana's gonna jump in to save him. She could die because of that. That's gonna be really low health for everyone here in the bot lane. I mean, apart from Yumi, but yeah, that could set up a gank here from either jungler, really. It's probably too early for either of the bot lanes to back here, so I mean, I'd say it's really whichever jungler gets down there first. And right now, it's looking like Diana's gonna get down there before Mumu. Missed hook here by Thresh. And USM gonna find first blood here. They're gonna be able to take down Thresh. Weren't able to take down Tristana. Would have liked to be able to do that. All right. Well, this is off stream. I couldn't fit. That's twice now that stream's crashed on me. I'm not dealing with it. So you'll see us all on YouTube. Alright, let's see how this third game goes. Nice there for Smolder. I'm best gonna try and go into the Mordekaiser. Tristana gonna jump in here. Thresh just barely out of range for that hook. USM's been doing a pretty good job here at dodging these Thresh hooks, but they gotta be careful as Diana here. She's creeping up into their bot side jungle. That's the second time she's started to do that. Could be trying to condition them, but all that being said, Mumu and Diana gonna trade jungle. Mumu's gonna get grubs. Diana's gonna get first dragon for UMW. That's gonna be their third. No, yeah, they've gotten first. UMW's collected first dragon in all 3 games so far tonight. Decent start out for them so far. But I mean, it is only 7.5 minutes into this game. Smolder and Yumi doing a great job here, picking damage at the Thresh, picking damage at the Tristana. If they get a gank here from Mumu, they could probably get a few kills here. And it looks like that's what they're gonna try and do. Mumu heading down. Could just be for his normal clear. And that is what it looks like, just be his normal clear. Ziggs! Nearly getting the kill there on Mel. Oh my god, yeah, full ulted, full combo, everything. Actually, no, not full combo, but the majority of his combo used his ult, wasn't able to secure it. And Mel's gonna get away just barely. Now we are going to see 2 Dark Seals on the side of UMW. One's going to be going to Mordekaiser, one's going to be going into Diana. I would not be surprised one bit if they try and collapse here on Ambessa and just try and snowball both of their Dark Seals all at once. Diana is gonna be bot side. Do something to be careful of this. She's gonna hop into the bush while UMW is pushed in completely. She's gonna pop out of the bush here at the right timing. Looks like she might back though. Doesn't want to risk it. She's gonna stay. Stand corrected. Now she's gonna jump in. Tristana jumping in on top of that. You can see a flash here from Smolder. Ult also coming in. Gonna take down the Tristana, and that's a really nice counter there for Smolder. Despite the Diana gank, he was able to find a kill there on the Tristana on the ADC. The most, I think, most valuable kill there in that situation. Either that or either Tristana or Diana would have been good there, and they got one. That's not bad. Mordekaiser's gonna ult here, ult Ambessa here, and she's not gonna be able to get away from that. That's gonna start his Dark Seal. I like that skin from Mordekaiser. That's that skin. I mean, we're trying to get 6 grubs here. Mordekaiser and Diana are gonna try and put a stop to it, but Ziggs is gonna be Ziggs is nearby. And USM able to get one of those last 3 grubs. They're gonna walk away with 4. And now Almumu's just getting stomped on right now. Ambessa's gonna try and come in for the cleanup. She's gonna get Mordekaiser, gonna try and hop on the Mel, but gonna end up putting her focus on the Diana real quick. Diana flashes. Ziggs gets the kill on Diana. Mel's forced to flash over the wall, and that's a nice exchange there for USM. Nice 2 for 1 there in the mid lane. Can we see any more in the bot lane? Thresh low health, so is Tristana. But so is Smolder. They gotta be careful here. Yuumi trying to get a stun off. And this is looking like a lot more of an even game here. Tristana's gonna be careful here. Never mind. Able to get the kill on Smolder, and Yuumi has no one to jump to, doesn't do enough damage, and she's gonna find herself dead. Wow. Thresh lurking up in the mid lane. Ziggs is gonna be a little bit careful. Not sure if he landed a hook or if he threw a hook, but I'm assuming he did, because he was forced. Ziggs was forced out of his back, out of his recall. You see UMW's bot lane moved back down. Thought they were gonna start moving. I thought they were gonna start moving people around earlier this game than game 1. They do seem pretty eager to rotate. That could just be because of Dragon though. Dragon is up. Yes, I'm definitely gonna want to put up a fight for this one. Thresh hits a hook here. It's gonna be dangerous. Ult coming out here for Thresh. Ult coming out here for Yuumi. Diana's gonna hop in. Smolder goes down. Yumi's definitely dead. And once again, UMW's ADC is trying to carry this game. UMW gonna secure their second dragon of the game. And once again, they're gonna have to use something to have to try and find an answer for UMW's ADC. This is second game now that they're gonna have to try and find this. Let's hope it's a little bit quicker than last game though. Last game, actually, the game 2, they didn't find an answer at all. Game 1, they found it and they took it. So let's hope they can find it this time. Nice reflect there from Mel. Didn't hit. Was a decent reflect anyways. Momo tried to gag, but Mel sniffed it out. Momo, he flashed into that, I'm assuming, because Mel's pinged it. Momo gonna stun Diana twice. And then a nice stun coming in from Abessa, able to pick off Diana right before Rift Herald goes off. So that's gonna secure them. That should secure Rift Herald for USM. Momo's gonna take advantage of it and get some take some of Diana's topside jungle. But Yumi gonna ult here. Gonna try and keep Smolder, or gonna try and keep Thresh alive. And that's gonna be 2 kills for Yumi. No, one kill for Smolder, 1 kill for Yumi. Tristana gonna go down the tower, and that was a great play there. a great play there from Smolder and USM's bot lane. Able to bait EMW into tower diving, doing too much damage to Thresh, and then the tower is gonna hop on to Tristana as quickly as possible, getting the kill there as well. That kill did go to Thresh. Kill on the Smolder did go to Thresh. It did not go to Tristana. That's good for USM. Zig's trying to cause chaos here. Ulting on Diana. Didn't hit. Thresh hits a hook on Smolder here. This could be big. Yumi's gonna ult. Gets away from that all. We're seeing an ult here from Mordekaiser. He is going to be under tower, so Mbessa could get away from this with a flash, and that's exactly what she does. Tries to go back in now that Amumu is there, but... Nice shot there by Yumi. A second hook here by Thresh. Thresh is going to ult, don't have a Yumi ult, and there goes Smolder. Mordekaiser goes down in the top lane, but Yumi is alive? How much health does Yumi have? How much health does Yumi have right now? Yumi has 40 health. That is incredible. I know I just missed something up here in the play for Rift Herald. Was that Mel got a shutdown? That was probably on... That was definitely on... Mbessa. But... It was a 2-for-2 trade. I think that's not that bad. Both mid laners actually snowballing pretty well here, both 3-0. It's gonna look to be another decent battle here in the mid lane. I think we're gonna see the lane swaps here pretty soon. If not right now. It looks like Tristana and Thresh are gonna go mid lane. Mel's gonna swap down to bot. And I think Mordekaiser and Diana are looking to take their 3rd dragon. They might just get it unscathed here. I don't think USM knows that they're there. Amumu might see it pretty soon though. He's encircling. He's encircling the area. He has no idea. I don't think he saw it. Yep, Mordekaiser's gonna teleport back top. And UMW gonna get their third dragon of the game. That's gonna put them on Soul Point. This next dragon is very crucial. Actually, these next 4, if we even get that far. But these next few dragons are gonna be very important here for USM. They're gonna have to take these. Ult coming out here from Yumi. Both Diana and Mel on them. Both Yumi and Smolder. Smolder's gonna go down to Diana. Yumi probably gonna follow suit. Yumi goes down to Mel. Alright. Yeah, USM's gonna need something here. They're gonna need a big play here. Ambessa gonna get 1 kill. Ambessa gonna get 2 kills. Can Ambessa get 3? She can! Ambessa gets a triple kill up in here in Rift Herald. Unfortunately, no one was able to claim Rift Herald. I believe that's the 2nd time they've tried. But that is a nice, clean triple there for Ambessa. That could snowball here. That could snowball her here into this mid game. And let's hope that's a little bit more momentum here for USM. Well, it seems like nothing's going too well. My mic was muted for a while, so all those kills he just missed. And you can try and recap. I mean, let's just wait for that. And Bessa somehow survives, but what we saw earlier, Smolder got a solo kill. Not solo, but Smolder got a kill here on Mel in the bot lane. I believe it was a Mumu and a Bessa that got picked off here on Rift Herald. But we're seeing some decent stuff happen now. Ziggs and Amumu just barreling it down top lane, trying to find Thresh and Tristana, and Bessa trying to play janitor here, trying to do cleanup, but not able to find anything else. Mel is now respawned and has gone top lane. So let's see what this brings us. We got Dragon spawning in less than a minute. So USM's gonna be real careful here. They gotta keep Amumu alive. They are going to need this dragon. UMW are already on this. They're already on Dragon. This is going to be their soul here. So USM has to contest this. Amumu is going to hop over the wall, and it's just him though. He's going to be careful. He's going to get burnt. He's going to get very hardly targeted. Massive ult coming in here from Yumi. UMW able to get Dragon, but USM's going to make them pay. This is most likely going to be an ace here. It will be an ace. But unfortunately for USM, that's not what they were after. They were after Dragon and they lost. They will probably move up to Baron. They might move to Baron here. I think they could. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and go up to Baron. Let Ziggs push it down mid. This is a little bit risky though. Diana coming in now in 2 seconds. She will be able to get down to Baron in time. But Ziggs is coming over. That should be quite enough damage. And it looks like it will be just enough to push it over before Diana gets there. And now everyone from USM is going to get out of there. And hopefully maybe pick a fight with Baron buff now that they have it. But it's going to be a hard road from here. If they're able to get it down to the next 4.5 minutes, Elder is next on the list. That's what they're going to have to look after here. Atacon is still alive. Haven't seen anyone try and go down to it just yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see both USM and UMW go down to it and start making some moves towards it. Zig's gotta be careful here. He's forced to flash. He's gonna flash into Diana here, and he's dead. Yeah, he's gone. Unfortunate there. And UMW has got a 5-man bot. They have all 5 members down on Atacon right now. Mumu is in the area. He can attempt to steal this. Doesn't look like he's going to. Yeah, they were able to successfully zone him out. And this is Voracious Atacon. So UMW is going to want to pick some fights early on here within the next 2-3 minutes.
It's just you and me, Book.
Doesn't seem like the Dark Seals have panned out for Mordekaiser and Diana. You see UMW push it down here mid. They've got the Atacon buff, so no reason not to. Which mistook there from Thresh. We've got Elder spawning in a minute and a half. Thresh lands a hook. We're gonna see another massive ult. Holy cow! Another massive ult here from Yumi. Unfortunately, Atacon's not gonna net them a whole lot because of that. But another massive ult there from Yumi. I believe there was also an all yeah Amumu also ulted that. I don't know who else ulted that. I think it was just those two.
I'm an independent cat.
But use some to be careful here. They could have just gotten caught out there. That could have been very bad. That they would have been down for Elder. Which honestly, they should be forming around Elder right now. They should 100% be down at Elder. Elder spawning in half a minute. They've got to prepare for this because they've got to get it. If they don't get Elder, this is gonna be bad. Elder spawning in 10 seconds. So they've got to be really careful. If they lose Elder, they're screwed. Yumi gonna be thresh hooked. She's dead. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm not exactly sure why she hopped off. Smolder gonna try and pick off some pieces, but it seems it's gonna be a few solo fights here from UMW. Nice ult there from Amumu. Smolder can't do a whole lot right now, and Smolder's gonna go down. But Ambessa's pushing the house. Elder is up though. You definitely will see UMW take it, and this isn't looking good. You were able to get an inhibitor off of it. Definitely that, but it doesn't look. Oh wait, Ambessa's here. Ambessa's here for the party. Is she gonna get stun locked out of this? Can she get it? No, she cannot. Can she clean up? She gets one. Doesn't get any more. Okay. Yeah, it's not too great. And they were able to get an inhib off of it. And I guess that's all right, but I mean, I don't like. I still think all of them should have been down there fighting for Elder. They also just didn't play it too great either. Yumi getting caught off guard. No, that's twice now. Just hopping off of her partner at the wrong time. UMW is gonna try and take Baron off of this, but USM is aware that this is happening. Thresh gonna ult the Mumu. Definitely the person you don't want to hook. Now he's gonna hook Smolder, and now it's just a free Baron for UMW right now. There's no one else to deal with it other than Ziggs, who's getting chased away by Thresh. So yeah, this is gonna be Baron. This is gonna be Baron buff for UMW, and this could push them over the edge. That's now Elder buff for a few of them, plus Soul and Baron. If USM's able to do anything right now, actually, I don't know. I don't want to say USM is screwed, but I mean they are in a very difficult position right here. Nearly all of the stats are against USM right now. Ult coming out from Ziggs. Tristana forced to jump out of there. And USM actually doing a pretty decent job at pushing UMW out of mid lane. I'm really surprised how slow they're taking this. They're really, UMW are being really cautious right now. They don't want to push anything that they don't have to. Nice there by Yumi, being able to spot the Tristana in the Raptor bush. Nice poke damage here coming out from USM. They still gotta be careful here. Ziggs gonna get hooked. Ult coming out from Yumi and Smolder. Yumi hops onto a Mumu, and this could be a big team fight here. And Bessa coming in. Cleanup crew started, and that's a 5-man ace. Yep, full team wipe for UMW. USM were able to get 3 members off of them. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think they can end. Let's hope they can't end. Cause I kind of want to see USM go a little bit further than this. But yeah, this is gonna be dangerous. They're definitely gonna get at least these 2 turrets. They could just end here, I'm gonna be honest. They might just end. I think, yeah, this is the end of the game. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. USM gonna get reverse swept in a best-of-3 series. Unfortunate end to the season. Would have liked to see that go a little bit further, but at the end of the day, it was a great season for USM. I guess we will see you guys next season, unless you are still sticking around for the rest of the season that we've got. I believe the only team left that we have is our JV Valorant team that's going to be streamed on Tuesday, starting at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure who's streaming it, but someone's going to be streaming it, and I'll be there. We'll all be there, hopefully cheering on the rest of USM for the rest of the season. But for League of Legends, I have been Laser. This has been USM Huskies League of Legends. We hope the rest of you can find something for the rest of your night. But I'm signing off. We'll see you next semester.